Hello there folks, I'm Dan Brown from sortofinteresting.com. The chimney is smoking. We've got a lovely little fire starting to burn itself away here. Let's have a look. Oh, it's starting to sort itself out. Hopefully, once that coal gets going, it should burn till the morning. That's the plan at least. My apologies for filming in this bizarre red light, but there's a pretty decent sky for astronomy starting to form itself up there, so didn't want to destroy my night vision with actual real proper lights. So then, now that I have set the mood, we've got a fire crackling in the background, moody red light as the smoke makes its wandering way down the towpath under the trees. Ooh. Let me tell you the tale of my first ever UFO sighting. Well, I say first ever, it's actually the second, but the other one is for another time. This is my first proper sort of as a grown-up UFO sighting, and I hate to say it, it's not that good of a story. I'm not going to stand here and say it's aliens and all that sort of stuff, because, well, there's a million normal, easily explainable things that it could have been, but nothing that I know or am aware of. So, a week or so, maybe 2 weeks ago, I was doing my usual thing. I was just moored up in the sort of middle of nowhere spot that I like to stay, somewhere by a place called the New Marton Locks. I was just generally out, camping, mattress on the roof, lying back, just watching the sky. I'd already done a little bit of general telescope astronomy, looking at different bits and pieces in the sky like I normally do, and my general focus was just somewhere else in the sky. I'm not 100% sure where, but then out of the corner of my eye I realised that almost directly above me, just by the constellation Cygnus, there was a really bright light, and my immediate thing was, it's a satellite. For anybody who isn't aware, then sometimes when satellites catch the light in the right way, as they move across the sky, they sort of start to get brighter and brighter, and they will sometimes become easily the brightest thing that you can see in the sky for even just a few brief moments. So I just thought, oh yeah, look at that, there you have it, another satellite. So as my attention was drawn to that, I realised after a few seconds that it wasn't actually moving, and so I thought, that's a bit weird, and so kept my attention on it, and I'd say it's probably only looking at it for, I don't know, 5 seconds maybe, around that sort of time, and then it just disappeared. It went out, no sign, and so I thought, oh well, that's a bit weird, what on earth was that? So, as my attention was still drawn to where it was, at least, just for a split second, I mean, absolute fraction of a second, it definitely came back, and just for a brief moment, there was just a quick flash of it, really bright in the sky. Not a flash as in lighting up the sky, but as in the little point where this light had been. And then that was it. I stayed looking for a few minutes, but there was no further sign. So, like I say, it's not the most interesting or exciting sighting, but it was the first time I've seen anything in the sky, and I mean, in the last 2 years I've literally spent hundreds of hours out with binoculars, telescopes, and more recently just the naked eye, just looking for shooting stars. And I mean, I absolutely love being out looking at all this stuff. Anyway, as I say, I've seen probably hundreds, if not thousands, of satellites in the last 2 years, and it definitely wasn't them. I've seen a good few hundred shooting stars, definitely wasn't a shooting star, and as well, it definitely wasn't a plane. There was no movement, like I say, and it seemed, like I say, it was very much like a satellite. Like, proper seemed as if it was a huge distance up above the Earth, and absolutely no signs, no audible sign that it was there. So yeah, that was just a random thing. Like I say, it was just like a satellite in many regards, and the fact that it was a light that was very bright, and it was the brightest thing in the sky at that moment, but it wasn't actually moving. And then after it disappeared, just like a satellite would normally, it also, like you say, had that second flash just for an instant. Yeah, so that's my little random story. Gives me goosebumps thinking about it, because, well, who knows what it was really. Yeah, make of that what you will. Perhaps it was a satellite, and I'm just unaware that if they're orbiting in a certain way, then they can appear to be still in the sky. I'm not sure if that's a thing or not. Let me know in the comments. Like I say, I'm not saying this is aliens or any like super secret plane that's being built or any sort of conspiracy theories like that. But it was just interesting. Like I say, I mean, all the time I've spent out looking at the sky in the last 2 years, this is the first time I've seen anything that I can't say that was a shooting star, that was a satellite, that was some sort of plane or a helicopter or anything like that. And, well, after years of hearing people go, "Oh, have you ever seen a UFO?" and so on, well, here you have it. I've currently got something that is an unidentified flying object, so technically yes. Yeah, make of that what you will, as I say. Let me know if you have any ideas, and I'll try and find out which day it was and then record it in the comments or put a note on the screen or something. Yeah, until the next time, check out Sort of Interesting. Check out my other videos for my just general normal astronomy things if you're interested in that, or just check out my other videos because there's loads of cool stuff like model rockets and power kiting and frisbees and boomerangs, all good stuff. Yeah, so until the next time, farewell, and I hope to see you around soon. Bye!